But what is the key offensively, Coach? Because I know Georgia's got some injuries on the offensive line. Alabama's running back Jam Miller, he may or may not play. I mean, he suffered a pretty high ankle sprain there against Auburn. So there are some key injuries. You expect that this late stage of the season. But what are the keys as far as the offenses, that things they have to get done to accomplish a win on Saturday?
Well, one of the things that Bama has done all year is gotten by without a really good running game. I'm talking about something that you can count on down after down. But they've been able to manufacture some run plays with like jet sweeps and screens and all, which really are really run plays. But they do a great job of getting the ball to Bernard, and I don't know if their tight end's going to be ready to go either. He's been a big.
I don't think so. I think he's hurt too. Yeah.
But the reality is, they do a really good job in game, making adjustments with Grubb calling the plays, and then Simpson doing the things at the line. So I would think for them, it's just their pedigree has been keep the other team off the field. And this is no slight, but you don't see as many stars on defense for Bama or us. I'm talking about guys that are unbelievable first-round draft choice guys. Maybe down the road there will be, but you just don't see people taking over games like we've seen from Bama or Georgia. So the both defenses are vulnerable, but at the same time they're playing with a lot of confidence too. And they can stop you. So as far as the keys for Bama, I would just say continue to make those third down conversions and do a good job of protecting Ty, because it looks like the MO for Oklahoma and Auburn was the rushing, and they got some pretty good vertical pressure on him, but he's so good at dumping the ball off and avoiding the rush that you got to be careful about doing too much of that. But I think you got to mix that up a little bit. But from their perspective is keep the ball away from us. And then from Georgia's side of the ball, I hope a couple things here, and this is not poor mouthing, but we played the first game without either one of our tackles. And I think that hurt us. We played some guys that weren't ready, and certainly Coach Womack and the staff took advantage of that and really attacked us. I think we can have a better running game having our two tackles in there, but we did lose our center. So it's kind of a mix and match here. But the other thing, Frazier, our best back, fumbled early against Bama, and they benched him. He only was in for 4 carries during the game. But lately, 100-yard back for us. So the evolution of him running the ball, the fact that Gunner's playing with a little more confidence, I think we're definitely better on offense than we were the first time we played them, and maybe a little bit better on defense, but certainly they are too.
I can't wait. And I wanted to ask you this. Ryan Grubb, who you mentioned, outstanding offensive coordinator for Alabama in his first year, before the Eastern Illinois game, he moved down in the field. And he felt that was something he wanted to try, and he liked it, and he was on the field last week for Auburn. He's going to be on the field again. Coach, is that a little unusual where you go from long time in the booth down on the field?
I think it's just a feel for it. I mean, you make a big deal out of it because, not you, but people, just the fact that it's such a big change.
Yeah.
And the one thing about the box is you got everything laid out from you. You're not getting any people. You can really concentrate but on the field you got a really good idea about what the players are thinking. You can interact with them, you can see them, you can talk to them a little more. Certainly, you got the phone where you can talk to one of them, but you can talk to the whole group and the offensive linemen always think they can block everybody no matter what. So, but you got to be able to talk that, and it's kind of a situation where I think, from his standpoint, he felt like the juice that he gives them in practice, the way he's able to interact with them, maybe he can do that more in the game, being on the field. But play calling is certainly important, but sometimes a little bit overrated. The biggest deal is you got two vastly unbelievable quarterbacks that can take that and do it during the game and make the calls. You see, they wait to the last second. They look at the defense and keep changing their mind, and that's because he's able to do that. You can't talk to the quarterback after with only 15 seconds to go on the headset. So, but I think it's a good move by Grubb, and he definitely, he's the one that's calling the plays, and he knows what gives him the best shot.
Yeah, that's interesting. It's fascinating to me. Listening to you too, analyze it. I don't know. I can't wait to see what unfolds on Saturday.